Have you heard about the iPhone 6? It's going to be big. 4 million pre-sales already. By the time you see this video, I think it'll have just come out. I've got one waiting for me at an undisclosed location. I can't get into how I got it. However, Apple CEO Tim Cook had some interesting stuff to tell Charlie Rose about how Apple operates and why they're not really interested in our data, unlike companies like Google and Yahoo, et cetera. Let's take a look.
We've taken a very different view of this than a lot of other companies have. Our view is when we design a new service, we try not to collect data. So we're not reading your email. We're not reading your iMessage. If the government laid a subpoena on us to get your iMessages, we can't provide it. It's encrypted and we don't have the key.
Okay, so I think that's kind of interesting because we do all the NSA stuff and everything the government's doing for your information and these companies are doing for all your information. But he is making a distinction that I don't think most people think about. They're giving you the hardware, Google, Facebook, et cetera. They need the data to make their profits. So should we give Apple a little credit here for maybe not being that interested in what they just want to give us the shit, the tool, right?
They don't need it.
Yeah.
I'm sure if they needed it, they'd get it.
Right. That's what when he was saying that, that's what I was thinking. Like, yeah, if they really want
everyone
it.
else has it. We can get it from them.
Yeah.
If we needed it, you've been run through a spaghetti strainer 100 times before you hit the plate. So everyone's had a look at it. It's not that big a deal to them. They don't need to, and there's no desperation sale tactic needed for their product. They don't need to track anything. They know if they just announce it, you show up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't cut them a lot of slack just because it's still a huge multi-billion-dollar corporation that's saying we're the good guys because we're not selling your data, we're just enslaving Chinese children to make our products.
Yeah.
There's still an unethical, amoral, rapacious corporation striving to take money from the pockets of people for something they don't actually need that is manufactured by people who do not benefit from it.
Yeah, by the way, I know you're putting your money where your mouth is because I see right before the show that you have a Samsung. So you're not just talking shit, you're buying what your beliefs are.
I have a neo-dapper steampunk pocket watch.
By the way, can we show that? Can we show the chain? We were at a party a couple weeks ago and I took a picture. This man has his phone literally attached to his body. So
it is our current timepiece.
Well, soon enough there's going to be an Apple Watch, and then
I heard that. Yeah,
you won't have to worry about that.
I will have that riveted to my wrist.
Yeah, exactly. Has Apple kind of become the 1984 commercial? Remember that commercial they ran during the Super Bowl, and that they were saying Microsoft is this monolith that everyone is obeying to, and now it's like, just as you just said, I mean, all these iPhones are sold before they even come out. And everyone sort of has it, and my feeling is, look, I did order it already, and my feeling is I'm in this game, this digital game that we're playing. I need to have the stuff that will allow me to connect with people in the proper way, but partly I don't like the thing that they represent.
The Macy's Day Parade is a perfect example. Underdog's supposed to be about this big to be underdog, and he's gigantic. He's the size of a jetliner, and he's over your head, and he's over you. And it's just one of those things where it started out as a great idea, but everything that gets inflated turns into the opposite of itself by size,
And by the very fact that you call it the Macy's Day Parade, we have the Thanksgiving that was supposed to be celebrated there entirely replaced with the corporate branding.
Boom. Perfect.
Thank you, sir.
So it is branding, right? Have you guys seen that commercial that Apple does where it's this long, it's like a minute-long commercial about everything, how the designs are all from Cupertino and it's very pleasant and light, and they never address on the back of your iPhone it does say made in China. So everything's about branding, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
I don't need to go further. Yes, that's true. This branding issue is brought to you by the Rubin Report. The Rubin Report, starring Dave Rubin.